Hey everybody, I'm Stephanie Priest, the CEO and founder of Ignite Fitness and Kickboxing and the Ignite Method. Over the past several years, we've helped thousands of people find and get to their goals through lifestyle and sustainability, really understanding that it's not just about the number on the scale, but it's also about lifestyle and how to make this part of your everyday life from habits and making certain that you're moving forward on the right path. In this video today, I wanted to ask a question, and it's probably going to be my most hated post and probably my most disliked video that I've done so far. And that's okay, because I think that it is equally as important for me to be a truth teller as it is for me to say all the things that lift everybody up. Lots of times people come and they'll say, can I drink wine and still get fit? But do you know what that tells me? That tells me that your priorities are not getting fit. That tells me that your priorities are wine. And that's okay. But where we get lost in the middle is our priorities and understanding them and being honest with ourselves. And you'll hear me refer to being honest about lots of different things. I talk about being honest whenever you track your macros and your food. I talk about being honest when you set your goals and your intentions of what is actually accomplishable for you. I talk about honesty and understanding what your priorities are. I often hear people have this question. I'm ready. I just really want to go away on a girls' weekend. And I just need to drink first and like party with my girlfriends. Is that going to stop my progress? No. But what that tells me is that you're probably not really ready. Right? What that tells me is that when you are ready, you will say, I'm ready to do the thing. Let's move forward powerfully. Let's make the decisions that are going to get me to my goal from A to Z, that I'm going to make consistent habits out of my life. So let me be really clear. It's okay if you decide that having a coach is not a priority for you. It's also okay if you decide that drinking wine is a priority for you. Girls' weekends are a priority for you. Those things are perfectly perfect, right? But what you have to recognize is that those are the priorities, and that's okay. It means that your health and wellness aren't as highly rated as the girls' weekend. Your health and wellness aren't as highly rated as having your glass of wine. Your health and wellness aren't as highly rated as some of the other things in your life. That isn't good. That isn't bad. That isn't right. That isn't wrong. That is your journey. Understanding that all of us take this journey in our own way, that all of us build our sustainability and our lifestyle in our own way, is one of the most important lessons that I can pass along to you. Your path is your path. But understand that it is my responsibility to say, you're not ready, right? It is my responsibility to shine that light on and say, this is more important than that. It's not good or bad or right or wrong. When you're willing to spend money on a really expensive car as opposed to having a coach, cool. Your priority is your really expensive car, not having a coach in your life to help you from a wellness perspective or a health perspective. It's not good or bad. It's just where you are in life. And that is where understanding who it is that you actually want to become, who it is that you powerfully choose to be, is limited by those other things. So choosing, when you sit down and identify who it is that you actually want to become, you have to be honest about it, right? When I sit down and I write my goals, I'm honest about who it is that I want to become. And there's some priorities that are more important than others. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means this is my path. So I encourage you, I invite you to consider the possibility that maybe you aren't ready to make 100% commitment. Maybe you're ready to make an 80% commitment. Maybe you're ready to make a 50% commitment or a 5% commitment. But this is what I will say to you. If you are making a 5% commitment, make that 5% commitment. If you're making 50, make it 50. If you're making 80, make it 80, right? That is where we start to lose our path. That is where we start to lose our way. Because we're like, well, I'm going to make a 5% commitment. And then we don't actually execute and follow through on that because this becomes more important or that becomes more important. There's a level of flexibility and fluidity in our journeys in life. And we have to have those. We have to accommodate for those. We have to allow for those. But I think that the real question is, what is your priority? Who is it that you powerfully choose to become? How is it that you powerfully make decisions to get to that person? You have to make those choices on your own. What I can tell you is if you say, I really want to drink my wine, but I want to get to this like body fat percentage, I'm going to be like, that's not going to happen. Right? I really want to go and do like all my girls' weekends, but I want to lose this. That's not going to happen. Right? And I think that there's a level of confusion sometimes because we get so frustrated and we get really angry because we're like, but I'm not getting towards my goal. I'm not getting there. Right. You're right. But there's confusion in who it is that you actually want to become. And that can change from January to February to March to June to November. All of this can change. And every time those changes happen, reevaluating one's choice of who one wants to become is necessary. Reevaluating one's priorities is necessary. Those are all the tools that help you get to the other side. So understanding, am I ready? Who is it that I powerfully choose to become? Being flexible in that and appreciating the journey along the way and where you've come from is part of that. But truly getting an understanding of your priorities and reconciling those to what it is that you're doing actively every single day. Those are the biggest pieces of advice that I can give you as far as you moving forward. And this is that truth teller piece. You may not be ready. That's not bad. You have to be ready in here. I'm patting my belly, right? You have to be ready in your innards in order to be able to take that step. No one can make that step for you, right? Like you have to be ready for that. I can tell you the rights and the wrongs and the goods and the bads and all that, but you have to be ready to make that choice. So understand that. Thank you so much for listening today. If you haven't checked us out on Instagram, if you haven't checked us out on our Fit, Free, and Fabulous page on Facebook, make certain that you do that. Subscribe here, like us here, keep following us for more content. We really love to be able to share everything from a mindset perspective that we have, as well as health and nutrition. Thank you so much. We are honored that you chose to listen in, and we can't wait to learn more about you and share more information with you as the days pass.